It's time for Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Kristin and Tina. We're your hosts. This is Kristin Odell of KLO LLC, and I'm Tina Prigge with Vagabond Creative Studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Kristin, it's always so nice to see you. It's not a sunny morning, but seeing you brings the sunshine.
I feel the same. You look much more summery than I look today. I feel like you've got all these nice bright colors on.
Thanks. Don't be fooled by the colors. It's still like long sleeves, sweater material, full on scarf.
Yeah. I know. I keep waking up thinking like, okay, it's not going to be rainy today and it's not going to be cloudy today. It's raining and cloudy right now. I will say this though, yesterday it cleared up very nicely in the afternoon. We had sunshine for softball last night, so I will be very thankful for that.
And honestly, if I really break it down, I don't mind this kind of day so much at all. It's really kind of a awesome day, right? But because it's summer, I have this expectation that it's going to be warm, that it's going to be sunny, and I just feel like if I could only know, like are we just in on track for like a cold kind of dismal summer? If I knew that, I could get my mind around it and be like, cool, let's go.
So you're saying you would lower your expectations if you knew the weather was going to be crappy this summer?
I would.
It does feel a little like spring yet. Like this, and I know it's not probably officially summer. I don't know when the first day of summer is, but it definitely is, rainy days and a little bit on the cooler side, but the grass is growing good. Everything is green. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, and it could be, you're right. It does have that spring feel. Maybe everything is just a little delayed and maybe fall will carry through. I don't know.
Ooh,
Who knows?
Indian summer. It'll be fine.
Are there other things that you find that you're willing to lower your expectations for to mitigate the disappointment?
So I will just be very honest in that I have extremely high expectations of myself and others, right, wrong, or indifferent. So I don't lower my expectations often. Sometimes that can be challenging.
What if you were going to eat a chocolate covered pickle?
Uh, uh, so there's a backstory to this.
I need to hear it.
We were in Wisconsin Dells this weekend, friends. So our girls were done with school last Thursday, and we finished our work days and hooked the camper up and went camping for the weekend with some friends. And because the weather wasn't like great all the days, we found ourselves, we ended up going mini golfing, and then we kind of wandered around Wisconsin Dells. And as you know, there's like candy shops everywhere. And Grace decided that her choice from one particular store was going to be a chocolate covered dill pickle. Not just like a cutie, like a giant dill pickle. So, want to roll this beautiful pickle footage?
I do want to roll it, and I just need to know. Okay, so I love chocolate and I love pickles, but the combination, are you really sure she wanted to do this on her own? You guys didn't encourage her to do
Nope.
this?
I picked a turtle with pecans and caramel and chocolate. The other little girls picked like rock candies, things like Doug picked caramel corn. So this was her complete own doing. Don't ask me why. I don't know.
So folks, there is audio with the video that you'll hear. And it's interesting because Kristin specifically says, is it good? Like, do you like it? And she's like, yeah. But she totally turns around and I just feel like it's utter disappointment. But let us know, A, if you would eat a chocolate covered pickle, and let's watch this video. Here we go. Oh, and disclaimer, for some reason, this platform stretches the videos. So while it's a great video, it's a little stretched, but I think we can still get the gist of eating a chocolate covered pickle.
All right, Wisconsin Dells. What is it, June 3rd? June 4th? Grace is eating a chocolate covered dill pickle.
Good.
Is it really? Show me inside.
Show. It's good?
I just have to say, that does not look like the face of somebody who is thrilled with what they're eating.
So here's what I'll say. She ate the entire thing. very quickly. So I feel like if a kid eats something and they really don't like it, it gets discarded fairly quickly. She ate it.
Okay.
She ate the whole thing. She said it was good. Now I question if this is like for those of you who don't know, but like in the elite world of food, umami is like the highest taste platform that you can. It basically is exercising all your senses, not just taste senses, but like senses, right? And so I wonder if there's an umami element of eating a chocolate covered dill pickle because it's like crunchy and creamy and sweet and salty and bitter. And there's, kind of that vegetable element of it, like probably with salty also. Like
Yeah.
she loved it. She ate the whole thing. And I
I
mean, it was
get how
like,
all of that is possible, but my mind just doesn't want to go there.
I know. And I mean, it was big, you guys. Like it was like a Jimmy John's dill pickle, like a big dill pickle. So
Did you try it? Did she have you try it?
no, I did not want to eat it. Yuck. No, if I'm gonna eat chocolate, I'm gonna like eat chocolate that I will enjoy. I here's the truth about Chris and Odell. I will only eat things that I know are worth the calories to eat.
Hmm.
So if something is questionable or it may not be good, I will not eat it.
Okay, so what about all of the interesting offerings they have at the county fair? Like, would she be into, don't they have like chocolate covered butter sticks and things like that?
I mean, I have heard of that at the state fair. I'm sure she probably would try it. I would not eat any of that. Unless somebody was like, it was really good. We have had chocolate covered, Doug and I, this goes way back when we were dating. We went to the state fair and we had chocolate covered cheesecake. So it was cheesecake pieces frozen in cubes, put on a stick and then dipped in chocolate. And that was very good. But I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like an actual dessert. Like that's meant
Right.
to be, right? Yeah.
Correct. That's correct.
So, the girls might be interested in participating in the library's summer reading program
Okay.
because
Tell us about
one of the prizes that you get if you're a kid participating, you have the option of a box of crickets.
it.
And they apparently come in two different flavors. There's bacon and cheese, and then like sour cream and onion.
We also saw crickets in the Dells.
Did you eat one?
No. There you can get them chocolate covered. There was like barbecue flavor. There was like all different things. No. And I thought I could maybe convince Doug to do it, but he wanted nothing to do with it.
I don't know that I could handle the crunch if they're crunchy, and I don't want to know what like those little antenna or feet feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think the crunch is maybe like the crunch of a pecan or like a Rice Krispie bar or, like kind of something in that neighborhood. The crunch I don't feel like would bother me, but I do agree with you about the antennas or the feet. I don't, so if somebody else knows, Anna, it was not Goody Goody Gumdrop. We did also go to that candy store. Let me think about the name of it. I would probably have to look at a map of downtown Dells, but it was not that one.
So, we were talking about lowering your standards, that type of thing. So it was Teek's birthday. He turned 17, which is amazing.
Oh,
Um, and this cake looks awesome, but like for me, I have to lower my standards because I'm a chocolate cake girl, chocolate frosting girl, and he's not at all. I mean, he will definitely lower his standards to eat chocolate, no problem. But so this is like a yellow cake with confetti inside, and then it's like a yellow vanilla frosting. Looks adorable, and
who made this?
I did.
You made that?
Yeah, thanks.
It looks beautiful. You did an awesome job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's so cute and colorful. So he's vanilla frosting, vanilla cake.
Yeah, isn't that funny? We're like complete opposites where that's concerned.
What would Jason pick?
He doesn't seem to really have a preference. I've never heard him like express one way or the other. So, because there are some people, Jason, I think my dad, as long as there's cake and there's frosting, they're happy.
Yeah. I would definitely, I'm much more of a chocolate girl. Doug probably would pick like carrot cake.
Oh, I do love a good carrot cake. And
Uh,
because especially with, in the mind, there's some justification that, hey, it's got carrots, so it's not as bad.
it's got vegetables and fruit in it. Yeah, if you have raisins or, coconut, there's all these lovely things in it. But yeah, I
So
love it.
Mary Hamachek just posted, and we just showed a picture of a birthday cake, and that reminds me that it is Mary's birthday coming up. Happy birthday, Mary!
Oh, happy birthday, Mary. I bet Mary's turning like 29 years old.
God, that's exactly what I thought. I thought she was like about 30 years old. It turns out she's the same age as me, which I was gobsmacked when I found that out.
You've never made that connection before?
No, I always thought she was younger than me.
Oh, Lisa.
Banana.
Banana with chocolate
Mm.
frosting. So I can also get into a good banana cake. There's actually I gotta look at it. There's this like banana cake recipe that I have, and it's got buttermilk and all these amazing things in it. And you bake it, and when it comes out of the oven, you put it immediately in the freezer. And
Oh,
it like must cinch in all the moisture or something. And then you put a cream cheese frosting on it, and then you eat it cold. And it weighs a ton. Like the pan is so heavy. Now that I know this, Lisa, I feel like I have to make this for you and bring it to a Lighthouse Recovery Board meeting. So good. Doesn't have chocolate frosting, but really, really good.
okay. So I do love bananas and I do love chocolate. I love the combination of them. Like, if you get a monkey tail where it's a frozen banana dipped in chocolate on a stick,
Yeah.
down with that. What you described sounds delicious. One thing I can't eat is a banana cream pie. Even just saying it out loud, my stomach turns over.
So that's actually something that Doug loves. He loves banana cream. Like I could even just make vanilla or like banana pudding with bananas cut up and like graham crackers like crumbled on the top, and he would be so happy.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it.
What about
Isn't that
a
weird?
banana split sundae?
Sure. Love it.
Yes, please. I love it.
A banana cream pie is like this one outlier that I just can't bring myself to love.
What
Is that
about, will
weird?
you eat other pies that are in that family, like a coconut cream or a lemon meringue or something that's in that fruity with cream family?
I love lemon meringue. I love like a rhubarb meringue. I think though those are different because that fruit has like that tang. So you've got the tang and then it's offset by that delicious cream.
Yep.
And I think maybe the banana cream part is too warm and mushy and similar to the cream. I don't know. Maybe if I added crickets, it would change it.
Maybe. Or like pecans, or yeah, maybe you need a crunch element of it. Make it and let us know how it goes.
No. I don't like banana cream. Not gonna make it.
Not gonna
I
make
do have rhubarb like taking over the garden though. I really should make a pie before it's too far gone.
You know what? My mom, it's not technically my mom's yard. There we go. There's my mom. Good morning, Mom. Literally said her name and her little comment popped in. I don't remember what Elvis Tort is though, so you need to remind us.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I think it's chocolate and peanut butter and bananas and bacon, but
Bacon. Oh.
she can confirm that. But anyway, the neighbor that lives right next door to my mom has rhubarb. They do not like it. So my mom this year traded chocolate chip cookies for all of their cut rhubarb.
Ooh.
And Doug last year like vacuum packed it for me in 1 cup serving, so I can just grab it out of the freezer and make a recipe. And we found the most fabulous rhubarb oat muffin recipe on Pinterest, like just randomly. It's so delicious. So I like make them and keep them in the fridge, and the girls eat them for breakfast, and it's such a
Oh.
treat.
Yeah. Kristen, that sounds awesome. Would you share that recipe in the chat when we're done with the show?
I totally will. Yes,
Yeah,
it
that
has
sounds
this little
delicious.
like butter cinnamon flour crumble on the top. They're so delicious.
Mm. And I think what's great about it is it has that little like sour, like snappy flavor compared
Yes.
to the rest of the flavor going on.
Now, I do find that rhubarb is one of those things that people either love or hate, and there's nothing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
I think so. Yep. Yeah. People don't seem to be lukewarm about rhubarb.
Right. Now, the other thing we're going to try this year, my mom and I just talked about this, is there's recipes out there to make jam or jelly, and it's rhubarb and strawberry or raspberry jelly, or jello.
Oh, Jell-O.
And you cook it together and then put it in dishes, and like the jello kind of operates as like, your gelatin or whatever you would use to make, or pectin. You would use pectin normally to make like freezer jam. But yeah, it functions as that, and that like can sweeten it up. So we're going to give it a shot. My dad has to do sugar-free options, so we can actually use sugar-free jello with the rhubarb. So we're going to give it a try.
But don't you have to have something? Is it the strawberries then that sort of offset the sour of the rhubarb?
Yeah, so it's like the sweet flavor of the jello kind of offsets the tartness of the rhubarb.
Oh, even though it's sugar-free Jell-O, it still is sweet.
Right.
Gotcha.
So it's like you can use strawberry, or maybe not raspberry, might be too sour, but yeah, strawberry jello with rhubarb. So
yeah,
okay, here's my mom. I knew she would do it. Okay, the Elvis Tort is a peanut butter cookie crust, probably something like Nutter Butters, cream cheese and peanut butter filling, bananas and banana pudding, Cool Whip, and then bacon sprinkled on the top.
Okay, let's talk about bacon mixed in with sweets.
So my mom has made this. Doug adores it. Loves it.
Doug likes sweets, doesn't he?
Yeah. Even camping this weekend, he ate a peanut butter and bacon sandwich. We had bacon left over from breakfast one day, and he will do peanut butter and bacon together, like loves it. That particular tort for me was a little bit like, it just felt like it had too much going on. So just depends what your flavor profile is.
Yeah, I loved everything except the thought of the bacon. And
You
here's
said
why.
you want to eat bananas and pudding.
But the peanut butter, I don't know.
The other thing is that would be chilled. That wouldn't be like, not that I think banana cream pie probably would be, it wouldn't be warm, but that has to be chilled because the pudding has to set, the Cool Whip has to stay cold. So maybe, now one of the things if you make this, friends, is you have to eat it quickly.
Oh, okay.
Because the bananas like don't keep.
I think you said Nutty Buddy, like a Nutter Butter bar, right?
Nutter
I
Butters.
am so down with Nutter Butters that like. Hey, Kay said jam made with strawberry Jell-O and rhubarb is very simple to make and freeze to enjoy all year round. Yum.
Thanks, Kay. I love that you've tried it. This is literally on our agenda for this week or next week. We're going to make it. We're finally going to do it. And I'm glad to hear it work. That's awesome.
Yeah, you have to tell us.
Yeah, when strawberries are ready, we always make strawberry freezer jam, which is pectin and a buttload of sugar and strawberries. But we always get strawberries from Wilford's, and it's amazing. And I'm excited to have another option. Like there's something that's fun about it. I love that the girls get to experience making it and, putzing with it as a project, and it's delicious.
That connection to the garden is so valuable too, right? Like that knowledge that this was just growing right there in the side yard, and now it's this delicious, treat in front of us. That's such a good connection to make.
Yeah. And it's fun. Like the rhubarb, that when we vacuum packed it, froze super well. And it's like, you almost feel sneaky being like, ooh, it's November and I'm going to go pull rhubarb out. Do you know what I mean? Like it's out of season. So it seems like a huge treat.
Right. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. So going back to the bacon on the Elvis Tort, the reason that kind of makes me stop, I once had a maple and bacon shake, and the experience was just weird because, first of all, the maple is super sweet, right? Like that maple syrup flavor. And then the bacon, the saltiness was good because it offset the maple. But as you're like sucking it up, my mind kept thinking they were chocolate chips. So I kept thinking like, oh, here's the chocolate bit. Oh, here's the chocolate bit. And then it was bacon, and it was like scrambling my mind.
Yeah. I feel like I would have a hard time consuming bacon up a straw. Like, I feel like that would be a mental problem for me. But
Yeah.
I would eat it on like a Sunday. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
There's a place in Sheboygan that we had dinner at one time. I think it's one of the Kohler properties. And they do like a brownie, vanilla ice cream, chocolate topping, and caramel topping and bacon on it. And it was very good. I didn't mind that. But I knew I was eating bacon and I could see it and I was spooning it versus like sucking it up a straw.
And does it work, you think, because it is that salty that offsets the sweet?
Yeah, it's like that flavor profile of just having, there's like, again, ice cream is chewy or ice cream is smooth and bacon is got a chew to it. There's like that, or can be crunchy if it's.
Yeah. Okay, hey, Kristin, tell us. This is so cute. Is this in Wisconsin Dells?
It is totally in Wisconsin Dells. This was Saturday morning. We had a rainy day and we went to, I'm going to say, the world famous Paul Bunyan cook shanty. I don't really know if it's world famous, but we're going to go with it. Yeah, the friends that we were with were like, hey, we're talking about doing this. Let's do it. We got up early, which, isn't maybe my cup of tea on a Saturday morning when we're camping, but whatever. We got up and went, and it's so fun. So they serve family style breakfast there. And you sit at big picnic tables and you use, tin plates and tin cups and stuff like that. And it was super fun. So first of all, your first course is fried donuts with cinnamon and sugar on. How could that ever be bad? And then they just bring out platters of food, biscuits and gravy, ham and sausage, eggs, potatoes, pancakes, all kinds of things. It was so fun. So yummy.
Well, Anna concurs. She said Paul Bunyan is a must stop for us every Dells trip we take. The kids love it.
Yes. It's super fun. You get to eat as much as you want. There's kind of that historic lumberjack element of it. It's been there forever and ever and ever. I mean, a very long time. I think I did hear there's two. I think there's one up near Minocqua in Wisconsin and maybe one other one. But it is fun. If you've never been there, go try it out. I think don't quote me on this, probably like $15 or $16 a person. So it's a little bit pricey, but it's all you can eat. They will bring as many, like we were all like, we want another round of those donuts. And they brought out a whole nother platter of donuts for our table. Like it was super fun. And we got up early, so we didn't have to wait in line, but it was fast because, it's all family style. They have it ready to go.
That's really cool. And you said it's been there a long time. I was going to ask that because look at the wood that's behind you, like on the column and going into the ceiling, even around the sign.
Yeah.
It just looks like old world, like craftsmanship.
It is. It's a old, very log cabin building. It's really cool. Like I said, they have these really old, heavy duty picnic tables and like long picnic tables inside. So we had a group of, let me think about this. There was 9 of us. So our family, the 5 of us sat on one side and the other 2 couples we were with sat on the other side, and you just pass stuff around the table and visit, and it was really cool. So if you've never been there, I would highly recommend checking it out. I actually think they might also do the same thing for dinner, but don't quote me on that. Every time I've been there, we've always just gone for breakfast.
And it sounds like a great start to have like a full base for exploring Wisconsin Dells.
Yeah.
Hey, Kay shared a new rhubarb torte recipe.
Mm.
Layer 1, graham cracker crust. Layer 2, strawberry rhubarb sugar thickened by cornstarch. Layer 3, 1 package vanilla pudding made as directed, mixed with Cool Whip and mini marshmallows. Oh, and then you know what? That's all it will show on the screen, so you'll have to read the rest in the chat. So it says, delish. All it says is delish. So if you saw what was on the screen, that's all you need to know, other than it is delicious.
Yeah.
Kay, thanks for sharing that.
Yes, Kay. I always love, again, we're in the season of rhubarb, so it's always fun to try different recipes and new ways to use that up so it doesn't go to waste. But yeah.
Okay, Kristin, you sent me what is possibly my new favorite picture, and I did make it your profile picture in my phone.
For the record, I did not send you this picture. My loving but jerky husband sent you this picture.
Oh, seriously? Oops.
Yes, because we played cribbage. So we went, adventuring, Paul Bunyan. We did some shopping. Then we went back and played cribbage. And I lost 3 hands in a row, which maybe against Doug has never happened. So he was very happy, and I was happy for him. But this was I told him, my mom had some dear friends. His name was Virgil Skripinski. And if the deck was not cooperating with him, he would throw the deck away. And I told Doug, I'm going to throw this deck in the fire. And he snapped this picture of me. So
this is your I'm happy that you won. I'm happy for you photo.
I'm happy for you, but I'm not happy about my gameplay today. Yeah.
So what do you think did it? Was it just, the deck was not in your favor?
Yeah. Or another friend of ours always says you have to shampoo the deck, which means you have to recut and cut, or shuffle and shuffle and shuffle to get the cards in a different arrangement. So it was just his day. He's allowed to have a day. I'm happy that he had a day, but I'm allowed to make a poopy face.
We had the same kind of day then as far as gameplay. I was playing with my grandma and my dad, and she had like a 24-point hand, 12-point hand, 12-point hand. I was literally getting like 2s, 4s. I just couldn't make anything work. It was so disappointing to see her pegs around the other side of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of our games are very close, but for me, that almost makes it worse. Like I would just, if I'm going to lose, I'd rather just get blasted out than like be inching along on the board and then get beat, on the last hand.
I don't know. I'd rather it be close because then it's any person's game.
Maybe.
Yeah. Although I did not get skunked, so that was good.
I didn't either, but Gina, I'm glad you love the picture. It's clearly a shining moment for me.
It's awesome. You're just radiating this, energy and emotion. It really comes off the screen.
Yes.
Hey, this is going to be an album cover. If I ever make an album, I want this to be the album cover.
Oh, tell us about this because it looks very cool and psychedelic.
So it's Jason and Teak and me, and this is at Discovery World, and it's like a heat, it's sensing your heat, I guess.
Ooh, cool.
Temperature.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just loved how it turned out.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't pay enough attention to the science behind it because I can't explain it very well other than it made a good picture.
So listen, Tina, if you were going to make that into an album cover, what type of music should we expect from you?
Oh, I don't know. Since I have none.
What genre of music would you pick? You enjoy the most?
Probably like alternative, indie rock, that kind of thing.
Okay. You heard it here first. When Tina puts her indie rock album out, that's going to be the cover.
Don't all good musicians start with the cover and then?
I think maybe. No. Although I don't really know if album covers is a thing anymore. I'll be honest with you.
Oh. I just dated myself. Well, they still need a little thumbnail at least for like the Apple Music Library or something, right?
I mean, yes, but I don't feel like people win like album cover of the year, right? There's not. Right. Because even in the age of like CDs, they still had a cover. You would pull it out and open it up. I'm now dating myself also. You would still open them up and look at the list of songs. A lot of times the lyrics were inside. I don't feel like anybody does that anymore. Now, if we want the lyrics, we just like Google search them.
Yeah, you're right. So what you're saying is there's an opportunity to bring album covers back.
I mean, you should ask Teak if that's something that he would enjoy.
That is a good demographic to check in with.
Because right. I feel like why would you ever print lyrics if I can do it right here? You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's so readily available. There's not a need to print it.
Yeah. You know what? Something I just realized this weekend, we had a Manitowoc County map, like an actual physical paper map spread open, and we were looking at something. And I realized a map still has so much value. And I was thinking that who needs a map anymore, right? When you've got your Apple Map or your Google Map, but you get
Yes.
such a small snapshot. It was really cool to be able to see the perspective and to see just visually like the distance between cities and, where different green spaces were. I was like, maps.
Yes. I will speak from experience. This past weekend, the campground we stayed in was ginormous. And we got a paper map when we checked in. I used that paper map, or they have an interactive map on their website to figure out how to walk around the campground. Totally needed the map.
And did you find that paper map was kind of good for getting the whole lay of the land?
It is. And I gave it to Grace and had her put it in her pocket at one point. She was going to walk with one of the girls to a playground. And I was like, here, just put this in your pocket so you kind of know where you are, you know what site we're on. Because it was really big and there were like all these little like neighborhoods with dead ends that had like permanent campers in. So I was like, just take it with you. Dad and I can look it up on our phones, but that way you kind of know how to get back if you end up at a playground that is in a different section. So
smart.
It's important to know how to read maps, people. That has not gone away.
Well, this has been so much fun. I can't believe it's after 9:00 already.
I know. Hey, Tina, I sent you something this morning. I don't know if you had a chance to load it, but speaking of maps and green space in Manitowoc, I just wanted to mention this. I saw this on Facebook this morning. There is Tuesday Tunes at Washington Park, which is right downtown in Manitowoc. It looks like it starts next week, which is June 14th. On that Tuesday, but they have a full lineup of music every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. The address is on there. So Isn't this so fun?
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up because it's so awesome to just be able to sit in a park, casually have a picnic, whatever, and listen to music.
Right.
I noticed the Kalachi Brothers. That's a great name for a band.
It is. It is a great, and there's like tons of different, again, all different types of music here. So hopefully you can check one of those nights out. I saw 920, which benefits Grow It Forward, came out with 3 dates for night market. I mean, we're really lucky with the amount of live music we have here, but it's nice to see that band shell at Washington Park getting used, and it's free and available. So go check it out.
Yeah, we're lucky we live in such a talented community with so many cool things happening.
That's right.
Kristin, as always, it has been wonderful chatting with you. Thanks to all of you viewers for tuning in. We will see you next time on Coffee with Kristin and Tina.